The marquee says it all. The Cubs win the World Series. This is a live look outside Wrigley Field, where overjoyed fans are swarming the streets. Bars around Wrigley are packed as well. This shot inside Murphy's bleachers, where they are still celebrating, of course. It's a massive celebration, in fact, for a stunning title win. Cubs fans relishing a victory decades in the making. Thanks for staying with us. Good evening. I'm Dawn Hasbrook. A thrilling World Series win for Chicago.
And I'm Jeff Hearn of the Cubs making history. That 108-year drought is over. You watched it right here on Fox 32. Cubs leading 8-7, bottom of the 10th. Michael Martinez facing Mike Montgomery. Little grounder to Chris Bryant, over to Anthony Rizzo. And the Cubs have won the World Series, winning Game 7, 8-7 in 10 thrilling innings. The Chicago Cubs are world champions for the first time in 108 years.
And we have been showing you pictures from inside Murphy's bleachers, where Cubs fans have been on an emotional roller coaster, from cheering to tears. We have seen it all tonight.
Our Elizabeth Matthews is live with the huge crowd gathered outside Wrigley Field. Elizabeth.
Jeff and Dawn, I asked for a storybook ending. This is a storybook ending.
I'm so happy for these guys, and I'm just glad they took me on this journey.
When you hit the home run, you looked almost stunned. What was it like going around the bases?
You'd be stunned too if you had my swing. It was good. You know what? It was. We're gonna get a picture. It was floating around those bases, but I just focused on the win. I'm trying, you know, I felt like I let 2 in. As soon as I come in the game, I give up 2 runs, so it was nice to get one back. So proud of this group.
Last question. You said you're retiring because of your family. You want to spend more time with them. How much was that on your mind tonight? It wasn't. I was staying in the moment. When we won the first stars, I thought it was my wife and kids. What a great way, what a great journey these guys took me on, this trip. I'm so proud of these guys. The city of Chicago deserves this with these guys.
That's the way to end that interview. You saw the hug from Joe Madden, who becomes the second Cubs manager ever to win a world championship. The other one, Frank Chance, player-manager in 07 and 08. What a night. What a game. Kevin Burkhardt, down to you.
Okay, Joe Buck, thank you very much. This Cubs clubhouse is fired up and ready to go. The commissioner, Rob Manfred, is here. We've got the commissioner's trophy. Let me introduce who's with me up here from the Cubs. Tom Ricketts is here, the owner and executive chairman. We've got Theo Epstein, the president of baseball ops, Crane Kennedy, president of business ops down there, Jed Hoyer, the general manager, and of course, Joe Madden, the manager. I think we have some hard work to present, Commissioner. Why don't we do that?
We do indeed. It is an honor to present the World Series trophy, and this one is really historic. Your fans waited 108 years, and you delivered in style with an amazing comeback from down 3-1. So, Tom, Theo, Crane, Jed, and Joe, congratulations.
Tom, what does it feel like to hold this right now?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, I just think about, you know, so many millions of people giving so much love and support to this team for so many years. To finally pay them back, it's all for the fans. I give all the credit to the players, Joe and his great coaching staff, Theo and Jed, all the hard work they did, everything Crane did for the the ballpark and the business and the neighborhood. Man, it's a team effort, and we're just happy to have this. Thank you so much.
I know you had a great vision, and I know you certainly hope, but now you can officially say it. The Cubs are World Series champs. How does that sound to you?
I just want to say this real quick. Hey, the Cubs are World Series champions! Feels pretty good. First time I've said it.
I'd say, Stu, go enjoy it, Tom.
First time I've said it, it feels pretty good. Thanks.
Let's bring in Theo. Come on in, Theo. Congratulations to you. I'll pass that over.
This one was.
I just have to know, you're watching this in the stands, and what are you thinking? How are you surviving this heart attack game tonight?
It's fitting. It's got to be done with one of the best games of all time. Just unbelievable. And what a testament to our players, their grit. You know, when we gave up the lead and then during the rain delay, I walked by the strength and conditioning room. They were all gathered around saying, like, this is only going to make it sweeter, boys. Let's grind. Here we go. And they went out and had an unbelievable inning, scored 2 runs. But first, got to congratulate the Cleveland Indians, the Dolan family, Chris Antonetti, Mike Chernoff, Terry Francona, incredible postseason manager. Great organization, phenomenal year. What a battle this whole series and tonight. But our fans deserve this. Our players deserve this. Chicago Cubs are world champions.
Theo, what do you think Chicago's like right about now?
I can't wait to go back. We don't need a plane to fly home, but you know, our fans just deserve it so much. And all the former Cubs, everyone, this is for so many people. Ernie Banks, Ron Santo, Billy Williams, who's still here to come celebrate with us tomorrow when we see him. We're coming, bringing the trophy home to you guys. It's been a century in the making, and no one deserves it more than Cub fans, Cub players, the Cubs organization. Tom Ricketts, our scouts, player development guys, Joe, the coaches, the staff, unbelievable job. What can I say?
Theo, congratulations. Enjoy it. That's Theo Epstein. We're going to get Joe. Joe, come on in here. Joe Maddon, the manager. That looks good in your arms, Joe. How does it feel for you?
It's the baby. It's your first baby. It's pretty incredible. Standing here among all of our guys. This is why this has all happened. There's a tough game, obviously, the way they came from behind. We kind of regrouped during the rain delay, and this group never quits, just like they had just said. So give our guys all the credit in the world. A phenomenal bunch of professionals.
Well, as you look at these guys right here who are all staring at you, ready to party,
yeah,
what are you most proud about of what you've accomplished?
You just heard him say we never quit. I'm really proud of the attitude, the culture that we've created here. Obviously, I think it's something that can carry us for many, many years to come. Just like in the past, not having won a World Series trophy in 108 years, I think this year is the breakthrough year. So now that standard of excellence could be carried through for many years to come.
Joe, emotionally, how do you hang in this game? I mean, there was a heart attack every 10 minutes.
Well, you know, you got to try. Everything was going perfectly until Davis hit the home run, and then all of a sudden you have to like really go to plan B, C, and D. But our guys are there all the time. There's no, like I said, there's no quit in the dugout. The conversation was great. It was incredible. It's incredible to be part of that whole moment.
When do you think, we'll let you go, when do you think it will settle in? I don't know if it's fully hit you. The Cubs have won the World Series.
I promise you, RV drive, me and Jay are going to be heading back down south pretty soon. I will take it all in at that point. I know we have the parades coming up and all that kind of great stuff, but it'll hit me then. Last point, listen, I want to congratulate Tito and the Indians. I have so much respect for him and them. A great series, great season for them, absolutely. So I just want to make sure that I put that out there too. They're fantastic.
Joe, wonderful. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, Joe Maddon. And this Cubs clubhouse is fired up as you would expect. It's now time for the Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Let's bring in the commissioner again.
This year's most valuable player in the World Series is Ben Zobrist. Ben, you had a great series, and as everyone remembers, a crucial hit tonight, so there's a piece of hardware for you.
You've done this a couple years in a row. It's pretty hard to do. What does this one feel like compared to last year?
It's unbelievable. I can't even put it into words. What this team has battled through all year long, and believing that we're the best team, but the ups and the downs and having to fight through things. I mean, it's an unbelievable team to be a part of. Every guy on this team roots for each other, takes care of each other, and picks each other up, and that's what we did during that rain delay.
Ben, I have to ask you about the at-bat. The game-winning hit there, and you had 2 strikes. You had one defensive swing, kind of stay alive. But just how do you calm yourself in that moment, and what are you thinking against Shaw there in the 10th?
Well, you know, I know he throws a pretty hard cutter, and I was just battling. Obviously, I swung at a ball with 2 strikes and just barely hung in there in the at-bat, and unfortunately he put one close enough to the plate where I could just slap it down the line down there. I mean, I have to thank Riz, because I never would have been in that situation if he wasn't such a good player.
Ben, hang on. We have a surprise for you. We're going to bring in Paul Edwards, Vice President for Chevrolet, and Paul's got a little surprise for you, right, Paul?
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, Ben, congratulations. An amazing performance tonight and all through the series. And I just want to say on behalf of Chevrolet, our 3,100 Chevy dealers across the country, and kids that play Chevy Youth Baseball, we want to honor you. Look at it on the screen there, with a 50th anniversary Chevy Camaro that's out on the field right now. Congratulations, man.
Wow, thank you, thank you. Oh my, look at that thing. Oh my goodness, that's unbelievable. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take everybody in a ride in that thing for sure. That's unbelievable.
I have a feeling, Ben, if you drive that thing around Chicago, you'll never have to buy another meal the rest of your life.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait.
Go enjoy it with your teammates. Ben Zobrist, the most valuable player here in this World Series, and we'll see if there's any other players we can grab up here. They're celebrating, enjoying this trophy presentation right now. Any other players we can get up here? Here's Anthony Rizzo. Maybe we can say hello to Anthony. Hey, Anthony, want to say a word real quick? For sure. Come on up. We had a great piece. You were Mike during the game, and you talked about how you were a glass case of emotion. That was like in the 5th inning. So how in the world were you holding it together later?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the best game I've ever been a part of. It's the best game I've ever seen, really. Just what a team. We started this year as a heavy favorites, and we went wire to wire all year as the best team in baseball. And the Indians did one heck of a job competing with their injuries, but this is the best feeling in the world.
Before I let you go, you were here when this team wasn't very good. You know, you've been here a while now, and you've seen the transition slowly to this point. What is it like now to be on top?
Oh my God, it's the best feeling in the world. You know, a lot of people have written us off. A lot of people have written us off this series, last series. So for us to come back 3-1 and win and finish this off in extra innings, it's the best rain delay of all time.
You believe you're world champs?
We're world champions for the rest of our lives.
Not bad. Anthony, congratulations. Go enjoy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anthony Rizzo and the Chicago Cubs are World Series champions. Unbelievable. That's it from the clubhouse. Let's go back upstairs.
Anthony Rizzo suffered a 101-loss season in 2012 with the Cubs. And Bill Murray's hoping to honk the horn. I don't know, the keys are in it. But the MVP is Ben Zobrist, a world champion a year ago in Kansas City. He got the go-ahead RBI double tonight in the 10th. And then a big RBI by Miguel Montero. Made it a 2-run advantage. Cubs win it by 1. Man, so much to talk about. What a game. And every once in a while, the game of baseball gives you a night you'll never forget.
All right, back here you can see that Wrigleyville is still celebrating and all the fans in it, and they have gotten on top of a live truck.
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy down in Wrigleyville, as we expected. Lisa Chavarria, she's in the middle of all of that ruckus, and she joins us now. Lisa, how are things looking down there?
Hey there, guys. Yes, it was pretty calm for just a couple of minutes, but let me go ahead and show you. We have people that have been pushing down the barricades where we're at. Now Chicago police are coming towards us. People were trying to celebrate peacefully at this point. We're trying to keep ourselves safer because a lot of people were being pinned and pushed. As you can see, there's just a mass amount of people that have flooded here to Wrigley Field to celebrate the championship. And again, everything was going quite smoothly just up until just a short time ago. And again, what we were seeing, a lot of people that were being pushed upon the barricades. Now things are calming down just a little bit, but it was a bit tense, especially for some fans. Someone keeps shouting that someone's pregnant. So there are a lot of concerns, especially for folks that have children as well, as there's just been a crush of people. You can see there's a young child here, but now people are starting to hop over the fence. Trying to get standing out here for a while. What do you think about
we
what
are
just happened?
celebrating history, girl.
Everybody's very happy about that. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Lisa, be safe out there.
All right, let's check in with Craig Wall because he is live inside the Cubby Bear, where they're, of course, having fun there. Craig, can you hear us? We see Lisa.
I can hear you.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I can hear you guys. It is getting crazy out here. I want to show you what it's like over here. People have taken over a couple of the TV live trucks that are parked out here and are camped on top of them. We actually even saw one guy do a dive off and land butt first on another vehicle parked behind here. So it has been a little bit crazy here. The crowd gave a real big push. I heard Lisa saying there was a big push down there. Well, we're kind of here at a corner, and things got a little bit crazy as people were pushing through here. Got a little bit of craziness, but I gotta introduce you to a guy, Marwan Atiq. So I was watching it with him earlier today, and you had a very creative way to watch this game thanks to your cousin.
Yeah, my cousin's in Orland Park. Thanks, Rami Qasim. They FaceTimed us, and we all got to watch the game. This is a big one for me. 35 years in the city. I've seen every Chicago team win. We love you, Kurt, Mom, Dad, Cito, the Teeks. We love you. Yeah. Big win.
So I'm watching you after we get the final out. You almost have tears in your face. I can see you had a lot of emotion. This really meant a lot to you, didn't it?
It meant a lot to me. I'm a Southside Cubs fan. I've been watching the Cubs from day one, and this is the big one. So happy and crying the whole time. I'm just happy to be in Chicago. Love you guys.
Jeff, Don, we're live inside of the clubhouse right
Cubs
now.
Fan. I mean, what does this mean?
Celebration just getting underway. Listen in.
George Smith inside the clubhouse, wanting us to listen to the sights and sounds there as they do the champagne shower.
Champagne shower inside
108 years of waiting is over. We're right in the middle of the celebration here inside the clubhouse.
Doesn't do anything, just goes out there and rakes, ends up winning the MVP. So that's a testament to our team. That's a testament to this organization. Man, I mean, we got a bunch of selfless guys on this team. They care about each other. They care more about David Ross being happy right now than us winning the World Series. So
how about Grandpa Rossi? He throws it away but redeems himself with the homer in the sixth inning.
How about that? I mean, storybook, man. Like, you can't write that stuff. You can't predict it. He goes out there. He never ceases to amaze me. Hey, come on, guys. Hey, come on.
Let's give him a little rub for the celebration. Thanks, John.
Yeah, no problem. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Hey, John. All right, here we are. Champagne's flowing so far. John, how you feeling right now?
I feel great, man. I'm trying to get some of y'all out the way so I can play with my teammates.
flowing right now in the clubhouse.
As you can see, it is just showers and showers of champagne, beer, anything alcoholic is being poured and sprayed, dumped right now. All the players clustered into a circle on one end of the locker room, most of them wearing goggles. Let's listen in for a second as they cheer. They're dancing. Each of the players take turns leading a chant or a cheer, saluting one of their colleagues, one of their teammates. And then the beer shower and the champagne shower begins all over again. It's interesting, actually. Earlier, they had trucked a lot of the liquor in here, a lot of the champagne in here earlier when the Cubs held a big lead. They actually brought it back out, we're told, and then just a few minutes ago brought it back into the clubhouse before the players arrived here. They're handing out more bottles right now. It is a delirious scene, as you might expect. This was an amazing season for the Cubs, the first World Series in 108 years, but also an amazing comeback within this World Series, being down 3-1 and winning 3 in a row. This last one tonight in unbelievably dramatic fashion. Losing a 3-run lead, game was tied, and they scored 2 more in the 10th inning and hold on to win the ball game and win the World Series. Again, the players all clustered in a tight circle, taking turns leading the cheers, leading the chants, all of them with protective eyewear. A good idea. Most of them with protective eyewear. I see Dexter Fowler without right now. Beer showers over here. I'm going to work my way around and see if I can talk to a couple of the players.
Talk right here?
Right here.
Just understanding, every hour, one at a time, and we go through it, and we were lucky enough to pull it off.
When you're down 3-1, this team's been saying since the postseason started, we don't quit, we don't quit. You guys feel that way? Did you feel good still down 3-1?
We never quit, and that's what we've been living by all year. We never quit. We felt good with anybody we sent to the mound, and timely hitting, we were able to make a good at bat here or there, and come out on top. That's all you can do. You can't do anything more than that. We did a good job of staying with ourselves and trusting the guy next to us.
Jason, congratulations. Celebrate this one. Get it out of your eyes.
This is amazing. Don't sue me. A little trapped in here. Small area here. Small area. A lot of guys, a lot of happy guys.
Can you believe it?
No, honestly, we knew we were good, and you got to rely on that and rely on the guy next to you. And honestly, just go have fun. Play the game of baseball as it's meant to be played, and we were very happy and comfortable with anybody we sent out to the mound, and whoever got the knock, didn't matter. Somebody stepped up and made it count.
There was never any doubt, it seemed, after you guys went down 3-1 in the series that you were going to be able to come back.
I honestly felt like we still had the advantage there, just because of...
The advantage, really?
Yeah, just because of the pitching that we had, and when it comes to... I've been in the playoffs so many times that you understand that all it counts is a timely hit. Everybody has pitching, but it's who can get that timely hit, and we were fortunate enough to get a few.
Do you think it helped seeing Kluber a third time today? It looked like the hitters were much more onto him.
much so. Same kind of situation with Kershaw. We saw him a few times, and the guys were able to learn from their bats previous, and we just continue to pitch our game plan. And, like I said, just an at-bat that counted here and there, and then just continue to throw strikes. It's all that matters.
Thank you. Enjoy the celebration.
Thank you.
Let's try to work our way around here.
Yeah, right? Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. No kidding. I'm going to try to worm my way in the middle of this group. Hayward right there. Jason Hayward right in front of us. There's Kyle Schwarber. Perhaps you can see him back there. Throwing champagne. And yes, it does sting. These guys are intent on celebrating right now. They don't want to talk at this point, but we're going to keep trying to press our way into the circle. Oh, I just got it. Direct shot.
All right, out here on the field, the Progressive Field, Lou Canellis, Bobby Dernier, Chip Caray, Ben Zobrist, actually, I don't know if you can see on the camera, get that shot. Ben Zobrist has made his way, the most valuable player of this World Series. He's made his way to the car that they give him. Here's my question, does he really keep the car?
No, I think he's probably got a relative who's really looking forward to seeing him.
Boy, he was terrific in this World Series, wasn't he?
He was great, Lou. Big hits, leadership, and a guy that's been there before. So for Zobrist, this is not his first rodeo, but his second, but I'm sure it's just as sweet as any he's ever thought of.
You know, guys, in the pregame show, and if we can get my cameraman, Jeff Weris, to turn around and get a shot of the crowd, look at that. We talked about how important this World Series title was for the city of Chicago. Look at the thousands of fans who came to Cleveland to celebrate this.
Yeah, they said, I heard 60% of the crowd might be Chicago, and I believe it. Look around. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I've never seen a Game 7 in any playoff series where the visiting team had home field advantage, and that's really what it felt like in this ball game. You heard the roar of this Cubs-laden crowd pretty much from the first pitch on. Even when things looked rather bleak when it got tied, they never gave up, and it's almost as if 108 years of frustration, angst, and anxiety were all released in one shining moment, and this group doesn't want the party to end.
And you know what I love about Cub fans? They were here at any cost. You and I talked about it in the pregame show. StubHub claimed that they sold 43 seats behind the Cubs dugout for $10,000 or more. Those were all Cub fans. Let's get it back inside the clubhouse to Dane Placco.
What was the atmosphere like to hear the crowd? They're so...
All right, we're talking with Jason Hayward. Let's jump in on Jason Hayward.
That's the way Chicago does it.
Jason, did you ever have any doubts after being down 3-1 earlier in the series?
You can't really doubt it, because if you doubt it, I feel like it's not going to happen. Since day one of spring training, we never doubted it. We believed in it all year long, and here we are. But we told ourselves to just, the message was to us, this group, was to approach every day as it's the same. Show up, have fun, love your teammates, treat them well.
Drama-filled, excellent play, back and forth, give and take against another team that hasn't won in a bit on a perfect November night. How about that on top of it?
Your thoughts when you lost the lead a couple times and it looked like it was going to drag out for a while?
Well, it's tough. You got to keep your mind, man. You got to keep your mind. I talked to the guys about that. That was the meeting I had before the playoffs began. Something bad's going to happen, and when it does, you got to keep pushing through it.
All right, enjoy the moment.
I will, man. Thank you
very much, Joe Madden.
This has really set the tone for us to get off the field, to hold teams right there, keep a little bit of momentum on our side, and go get it right back. So, congrats to these guys. They take a lot of pride in that.
How does it feel, huh?
I don't know yet. It feels great to win the last game, though. Everybody talks about winning that last game. We won our last game.
Have you ever been in a game like that before that was unbelievable back and forth?
With those Not professionally, no.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
video
count.
game or
So for me, it doesn't count. State championship in high school is crazy, but this one is obviously the stakes are never bigger than the Game 7, and you're on the road. So it's awesome to see so many Cubby fans in the stands and to see them get going when we do something positive.
Jason, thank you very much.
You're not going to have to hear about 1908 or any of that stuff.
We're going to try to move around. We're going to try to move into a position here where we can talk to another player. Over this way, Ed. Oh, here we can see the bins of champagne bottles. These are all the, no, there's some full ones in there. Take a look at that. We have somebody designated to strip the foil off, to take off the, and to help pop them open.
How's that feel? In the middle of the Cubs championship celebration and giant ice. You get some too, buddy.
I get some.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I need it. Whoa.
The people who played here before laid the path for these guys to be here. And they embrace that. They know that. Holy cow, it's gross. But it's so special. And you see it tonight. I'm in the stands. I'm sitting next to Rhino. I'm sitting next to Caray.
This is Ryan Dempster, former Cub Ryan Dempster.
All of this happened, and this isn't just about this. Listen, it is about this team. This team deserves all of this, but they carried a burden that's been there for a long time, and they fulfilled it.
All right, we're in the clubhouse.
They went out there and won the World Series for the Chicago, for the Cubs fans. All right, we're on the field right now with Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Caray Kenny.
Yeah.
Took 108 years. Look at this. Look at how the city came out for this.
This is an entire precinct. This is 2 precincts right here.
Yeah.
I think we're doing early vote right now.
Let's do it. Hey, over the weekend, you told me that you were superstitious.
Yeah.
You're wearing the gear.
I know. I told you know this. They only put the hat on after the game. You can't do it. But everybody. We were all talking about our superstitions. Some guy's got a silver coin from pre-1908. Everybody's got something.
You have any fingernails left? I mean, did you bite them down to the numbs?
You have no idea. You have no idea. This is now not just Chicago's team. This is America's team, and they proved in this season, this game, like all season, every time you feel like the momentum's against them, these kids reach in, grab something nobody knows they have, and they take all the doubters, all the disbelievers say it can't be done, prove them wrong. That's why they're the greatest team.
What does this mean for the city of Chicago?
This is the incredible pride. You know, everybody was talking about this. We all had relatives who say, if I can live for one thing, I want to see the Cubs win. And we are here now. Our kids are here now. They saw it. They got a chance to see history being made. One of the greatest sporting events. And this will go down, this game in this series, one of the greatest sporting events in sports history.
I know the celebration doesn't end. Everyone watching on Fox wants to know, when is the ticker tape parade?
We'll tell you when we're ready.
You better. Thank you. Mayor Rahm Emanuel joining us. Caray Kenny, you were here through the tough times, and now you're here for the World Series championship. How do you emotionally feel?
It's really, I'm thinking about all the people who aren't here, to be honest. We're caretakers in these jobs. I just fucking Bobby De Niro right here. This is about guys who built this. I mean, it's the players, it's Bobby D. My friend Billy Williams, I know you're not feeling well, brother. We're going to bring a big trophy home for you. Ernie and Ronnie we lost, and Harry we lost, right? Arnie Harris, Jim Dowdle, who bought this thing and got it started. I mean, there's so many people. We're here just to try and get it done, but it's about those people. They made this Cub thing happen. This ballpark belonged to the Cubs tonight. If you listened hard, we drowned them out, and they drove in, they flew in. I was getting texts from everybody. This is about Chicago moving into Cleveland and taking this place over. I'm humbled. I'm in awe. I'm in awe of these players, Joe Madden, Theo, Jed, the whole deal. The whole deal.
Can we bring in Kyle Hendricks, who is soaking wet of champagne? What does this feel like?
Still can't really explain it. Can't really believe it happened. Oh, man. Just this group of guys, though. That's what it comes down to. Been in it from day one together. to just enjoy this moment with them, celebrating there. That's what it's all about.
You've got the mad scientist, Joe Madden. I guess that's the only way you can describe him, looking from the outside in. Unconventional, maybe the most unconventional manager in baseball, but it always seems to work out.
Yeah, you know what? Whatever buttons he pushes, it comes down to the players at the end of the day. And in that game right there, Zoe coming up huge. I mean, we never gave up, never quit. Even when we got tied it up there, I mean, we wouldn't have expected it to go any other way, right, with the Cubbies to break it. But at the end of the day, what the players could do out there, that's what it came down to. It's unbelievable.
How much longer could you have pitched?
I was good. Game 7, you're good to go for whatever you're asked of, you know. So I was out there. My focus was just going pitch to pitch till he came out and got the ball from me.
Share with us. I know Jason Hayward had a meeting with the team during the rain delay. What did he tell you guys?
Just some among the team, you know. We just knew we had to believe in this group of guys. We knew we were good. We knew we were the best team, and we had to go out there and just do it. And that's really the bottom line. But we have so much belief in each other, and that's how you have to win. Just so glad to be on the top right now. Yeah.
Every kid dreams of what a World Series celebration would be. Game 7 elimination game. Compared to the dream and now the reality, which is better?
Reality's way better. Oh, I could have never imagined this in my entire life. God, to be in this moment, like I said, it's a group of guys that make the whole thing, though, at the end of the day. That's why the reality's so much better.
I know you were the starting pitcher 22 years ago for the Ivy League championship at Dartmouth. This is a little bit better?
This is a little bit better. I'll take this. I'll take this.
Congratulations. Kyle Hendricks joining us here. Let's get it back to Dane Placco.
The front office did, and luckily I had the opportunity to come out here and help.
We're talking with Kyle Schwarber in the locker room. He just got sprayed. We're both wiping the stuff out of our eyes. Kyle, 3 games into the season, you're hurt. Did you ever think you'd be playing here in the World Series?
Never thought of it.
Never?
Never.
You didn't think you had a shot?
Never thought I had a shot.
But you worked and worked and worked, didn't you, to bring that knee back?
Yeah, and a lot of credit goes to my teammates. They pushed me through it, and they got me to this point, and they got here to the World Series, and for me, just to help out was the cherry on top.
How are you able to essentially roll out of bed without taking many swings and hit top-shelf professional major league pitching?
You know, it's the World Series, man. That's what you live for, and the crazy things happen in baseball. So you just go out there. You want to try to help your teammates in any way possible. And for me to get some things going or whatever, it felt great.
And even 2 weeks ago, you said you didn't think you were going to be here.
Exactly. I didn't think so until I saw the doctor. He gave me the clearance, and now I'm here.
Thank you very much.
Champagne toast here.
Right here.
Bill, we do it for fans like you. We do it for fans like you. Y'all been fans for all your lives.
My whole life.
Your whole life.
I've been a Cubs fan longer than you've been growing that beard, Doug. Longer than you've been growing that beard.
That's awesome.
It's coming
a long
in.
time.
It looks fantastic.
You know what? I appreciate that. Because it's built for 2016 champions.
All right. I'm glad my beard grows from now on. I want to look more and more like you every day.
I want to look like you when I grow up.
All right, that's done. You got to do a lot of upper body work.
That's right.
Oh, God. Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Oh, definitely. What fun. That was really fun. All right.
Damn it.
Bill Murray with some greetings for Dexter Fowler.
I'm about to tell him he shouldn't have blown my point.
To keep everything these guys did to be ready for this game. You know, I'm just happy that they had a great game. But for me, it's about fans. It's about the fans that hung with us through some lean years. It's about the fans that hung with this team for 100 years without getting a championship. And all those fans can say tonight that their team is the world champion.
What can you tell those fans in Chicago right now? Those fans in Chicago, what can you tell them that are watching right now, soaking this in?
Which camera do I stare at?
Right here.
Have fun, be safe, and we're champs.
Tom, as you know, you took a lot of heat during the rebuild. A lot of people question intentionally being bad for a few years. Does this feel like vindication to you?
Well, I'm not into that, but if you needed vindication, what else could you?
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
No, you know, honestly, like, people say that to me all the time, but honestly, the fans, and particularly when I walk around the park, we're almost all supportive. You know, we had 100 years of what didn't work, and we had to change things around. So nobody, there's never been a time where I ever felt like the fans were behind us.
You got one. Now you can start a dynasty with this group that's going to be together. The job that Theo and Jed have done, think about it. You're set up for...
Yeah, we've got a conference call on Dynasty tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
relinquishing his presidency because he's going on a month-long bender. Is that okay? He's like, Jed's in charge now. I don't know, maybe in a month we'll have that meeting.
Tom, what do you say about this team that came back from a 3-1 deficit? And a lot of people had already counted them out and fought their way back, and they played this amazing game tonight when it could have been very easy to fall apart.
I think it's a lot of cliche that goes around on that stuff, but you know, I think our guys really do care about each other, really try to play for each other. You know, baseball's different than some of the other sports like NFL or NBA. Like, one guy can't do everything. You know, I mean, one guy on an NBA team can change a game. In baseball, everyone's got to like carry their weight. And everyone tonight, special group of guys that really care about each other. And you know, I always say when I walk around the minor leagues, I give a speech to the minor league guys, and I say, look, the guys who are on the field when we win the title aren't baseball players, they're baseball legends. And that's what these guys got tonight.
One last question. You want this
to put these guys away, especially being down 3-1 and being able to come back and win 2 games in a row in this park. It's tremendous, man. You can't say enough about the guys we have.
Tonight, when were your emotions lowest?
Probably before the game started. Maybe 5, 6 o'clock, but you know, you see the build-up, you walk out there, you see the fans packed in the seats. You know, Kyle's getting warmed up, you're excited for him, you're nervous energy, and I think that's probably the most difficult thing, is to control your emotions going into a game like tonight. It takes it out of you physically, mentally, but it's worth it every moment.
What did the meeting during the rain break do for the team?
Well, you know, we just came together and wanted to stay sharp, stay focused, keep guys in the right mindset. You know, regardless of whether it's a 15-minute delay or a 45-minute delay, wanted guys to stay ready, stay hot, and stay locked in, and that's exactly what we did.
What does the moment mean to you and to the city?
I mean, just to share it with the city of Chicago and our fans all over the world. This group of guys, I mean, I consider these guys family, you know. Schwarber contributed, you know, like none of us really expected. To come back from such a devastating injury so quickly and to perform like he did in the postseason. Kyle, the way he pitched throughout the postseason. Lester, Lackey, I mean, you can't say enough, man. It's amazing.
What does it feel like right now?
I mean, I'm kind of speechless. I feel like I'm just making stuff up, but it's just so special. You know, you see all the smiling faces and everyone enjoying themselves. You know, we earned this. You know, our backs were against the wall. We didn't panic. You know, we pitched well. We swung the bats really well. And we played good defense. Made some mistakes in there, but we were able to overcome it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, take care, Arietta. Thank you.
Talk about that stuff. Grown men talking about that stuff, it doesn't happen. And the fact that we did it here in the World Series, I respect everyone for that.
Was there any one thing that was said that really turned around for you in particular?
No. It was all information that we already knew. It was just reiterating it and putting into a type of way that Jay, you know, he said it so beautifully. We all just came together.
Can you remember what he said?
I know exactly what he said, but I'm not going to let that stuff out.
In general, was it upset?
Let's jump out of Addison Russell here, Ed, and follow me over this way. We're going to move through the locker room. John Lester speaking back in the corner. Let's see if we can drop in on that.
I don't know if anybody else has talked about it or said what was involved, and I think that should stay between us. You know, that was a good moment. That was a good moment to be involved in.
You said generally, you said it stayed between you guys, but what was the general tone? Specific.
It was good. It was a good meeting. We needed it. That particular moment, them coming back, the big homer, kind of the momentum on their side, it was a big moment for us. I think Jay spoke up at the right time.
Was there any, like Ortiz, one of those few years ago we gathered you guys in the dugout, was there any similarity there?
No. No offense to Jay. I love Jay to death. I mean, that dude has been through a lot this year. And I know I always try to bring up what this guy does for us as a team. And, you know, it's kind of like beating a dead horse, but I really need people to understand what this guy has done for us day in and day out, regardless of what he does offensively. I know that's what everybody wants to look at. But this guy has saved our pitching staff more runs and more long innings than anybody on that field, probably other than Javi Baez. So this guy is a special, special player. He spoke up at the right time. But that speech in 13 by David Ortiz. David Ortiz.
John, you've broken a streak in Boston. You've broken a streak in Chicago. Which one is sweeter?
I didn't break the streak in Boston. I wasn't there. I was too young. I was an A-ball sitting there like a little kid watching the game on TV. I missed out on it by a couple years, but this right here, man, I don't think I would. I mean, I don't know. I can't trade it for anything. You know, I mean, every time has been unique. Every time has been an unbelievable experience from start to finish. And the 04 guys are the 04 guys, and now we're the 16 guys. You know, this is why I came here, and to break the goat or black cat or God knows what that somebody else wants to talk about.
And you did it.
It's over. It doesn't matter. A curse is an excuse. A curse for me is an excuse of looking for a way out. We just played good baseball. We didn't care about a goat. We cared about each other. We cared about getting outs. We cared about playing good baseball, and we did that from day one. And it's unbelievable to be a part of this. I think we weren't in first place for 3 or 4 days all season. One day. There you go. Even better. One day. And here we stand. Everybody wanted to doubt us in L.A. and say that, you know, we can't hit good pitching and we can't do this and we can't do that. Well, here we are.
John, have you wrapped your brain around the fact that
John Lester.
In the postseason, you really had to work for it, and I think this game kind of symbolizes what that was all about.
Live here with Chris Brown. We worked hard all year. We came back. We fought. We could easily gave up there, but we didn't, and that says a lot about this team.
Have you been able to digest all of this? Do you have a favorite moment, a stretch of moments?
Just the last out. I mean, for me to make a good throw over there and just end this whole thing, I mean, it feels good and very relieved and very happy.
Did you feel the pressure at all?
No, when you're playing, it's a little easier, but when you're watching, it definitely, you see that. But no, I mean, we were out there playing hard. I mean, every game was an elimination game from 3 and 1 on out, so we just went out there and played.
So what was next?
Celebrate.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
Were you feeding off of the fans tonight? Could you feel them, feel the electricity?
Yeah, I mean, they're unbelievable.
I only talk about that to my therapist, but it was what I expected. It was going to get hard, and then it was going to get difficult, and then we're going to start, and then we got the rain. We got to start all over again. It was great. It was fun. It was perfect.
When they caught up twice, what was going through your mind?
What?
When they caught up twice and tied the game.
I don't know. It's just like we get to start all over again. That's all. We get to start again.
Never
panic. Did you ever think you
No, I was not panicked.
see this day?
I never panicked. Of course I thought this was going to happen. Hey, you, come here. You're the girl on TV. I see you all the time, and you're always all dressed up. I'm sorry. You look great, but
I'll tip my cap to you on that.
No, it's all right. You look great. You look great too. You are looking better. It's
not so much, right?
Let's move on.
Yeah. We look better now that they
You're
win.
dry though, aren't you?
Well, I don't think so.
You don't think you're that dry?
Do you not?
Because everybody likes the thing on the eyes. It's just, it really
Can
is
you
more
imagine what's
refreshing.
happening in Chicago right now?
I can imagine. Yeah, I can certainly see it. I can see it in my mind's eye. There's no violence. Everyone's pretty calm. There are probably some falls. People actually tripping, and you know, at a time like this, it gets very emotional, and you forget that there are curbs. You know, and so you trip and you slip and you fall, and you maybe hurt a knee or something like that. But it's all for good. It's all for the best intentions.
Oh, could you believe the Cook fans were here tonight?
Well, yeah. I mean, go right now. We should probably go out there now.
What have you thought about this group here that you've gotten to know?
Well,
What's made them so
You know, I only see you on TV, so this is a first. And you guys really, actually, I don't really know anyone here. But what do I think about this group here? I think you should probably just all relax a little bit. There's this champagne right here. I don't know if any of you have got it. I don't know if any. Oh no! Come on! Come on!
Right here, right here.
We're pacing ourselves.
Here, what's it?
I probably shouldn't do that.
No, you probably turn the cameras off. Sorry, turn the cameras off. Let her have a sip. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I don't know what's with the poncho. Not bad.
Took a big gulp.
It's Mums. It's Mums from Napa. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's right.
I'm so glad
You've had
cheap
better
stuff.
though, right?
Yeah, I know, but when you're going to spray, you don't want to wait. You don't want to put people out of work. And this is good American champagne.
Bill, you're going to go back to Chicago to participate in the celebration.
All right, welcome back on the field. Chip Caray, Lou Canellis, where the monsoon just passed through. It's still raining a little bit, but not as bad as it was. How many ups and downs can one take, can one's heart take in a baseball game, let alone Game 7 of the World Series?
I got to tell you, for me, this was an instant classic World Series. We talked about it after a couple of those close 1-0 games. The Cubs getting back into the series 3-2 with the win back at Wrigley Field, and then all the twists and turns of this game. Like I said earlier, 108 years of craziness really reared its head in this ball game tonight, and a big meeting by Jason Hayward to get everybody fired up. We all know Jason's troubles at the plate in this World Series, but it seems like he really rallied the troops and said, let's go get him. They came out and got him, and more importantly, look at this. I mean, it's been pouring here for 45 minutes.
It honestly has been a monsoon, and these fans have not moved. Some of them have gone underneath the stands, but most of them have stood out here in the rain.
Again, there's nobody in this town that's a Cub fan that wants to miss this party, and I can only think that it's either tears coming from up above or there's one hell of a keg overflowing, and the party upstairs is almost as good as the one here, I'll bet.
All right, let's go to Joe Madden, who's now meeting with the media.
Theo and Jed, the team, the players. I mean, listen, I am late to the party. I came here while all the heavy lifting had been done. I feel very fortunate to be given this assignment. It's the best. It absolutely is the best. The combination of everybody I just mentioned, plus the ballpark itself, Wrigley Field, is without question the best venue in all of sports. So that's it. And of course, my beautiful wife Jay sitting right here, who I cannot talk into coming on the stage, and you guys are missing out.
All right, and we have a question right here along the center aisle.
Joe, why was Ben the right choice for MVP?
I mean, who sets a better example of how to work in at bat, and who sets a better example of just being a professional than he does? I mean, I've been around him for a long period of time with the Rays, Devil Rays, the Rays, and then eventually here. Here's a guy that he's in his mid-30s, and his work ethic is incredible to watch. What he does after games. Not before games, after games, to be ready for the next day, and his dedication. He's a different cat. I mean, everybody would like to have one of those on their team. We're just very fortunate to have him, but he just probably exemplifies exactly how we want to play the game.
And in the back, center left.
Brown.
Joe, I got a feeling, in fact, I know that people tried to make this season about the 107 previous teams that came along. I got a sense over the last few weeks that this was about this team, these 25. I wonder if you could sort of explain to me how you sort of narrow that focus to you 25 guys, not 107 years worth of teams.
Well, I think a lot of the burden I mean, I haven't been here. Again, I've been an American leaguer. I never was in Chicago, Wrigley, until a couple years ago. But there's been a lot of burden placed, and I think, quite frankly, it's misplaced. The fact that it's today, it's now, it's present tense. And I totally respect what's happened in the past, and I totally respect our fan base. But if you just want to carry the burden with you all the time, tonight would never happen. So for me, it was about, in spring training, trying to define this whole thing. And that's where the really running towards expectations and running towards pressure was really important, I thought, as opposed to running away from it. I think my perception, and again, I might be wrong, that's what I think I've seen or heard about in the past, that everybody's waiting for the other shoe to drop. And you got to expect something good to happen as opposed to that. And I know, even tonight, I'm certain, people would be doubtful the way it all played out. But that's the game of baseball. There's professionals on both sides. Both teams are good, and there's going to be an ebb and flow to the game. There's nothing to do with curses, superstition. It has nothing to do with what's happening today. Nothing. And if you want to believe in that kind of stuff, it's going to hold you back for a long time. I love tradition. I think tradition is worth time mentally, and tradition is worth being upheld. But curses and superstitions are not. So it's really great for our entire Cubdom to get beyond that moment and continue to move forward, because now, based on the young players we have in this organization, we have an opportunity to be good for a long time, and without any constraints, without any of the negative dialogue. And you know me. I mean, we've known each other for a while. So that's the best way. The burden's been lifted. It should have never been there in the first place, I don't think. but now we can move forward.
And in the back right?
Yeah, Joe, I wonder, obviously by the 7th game, everybody's pitchers are kind of running on fumes.
Yeah.
I wonder if you had any, as you watched, obviously the problems that Chapman had, if you had any, occasions to sort of second guess yourself, as to Game 6 and.
Well, here's how it goes. I mean, Chappie, he's our guy in that moment. We narrowed it down to 4 outs. I mean, if you want to really complete the thought process, their guys are really rested and we hit them. Whereas Chappie had just pitched yesterday, and I felt really confident because he felt great going into tonight. So the Cubs beat up on Miller tonight and got to their other guys because the Cubs are good. The Indians beat up on Chapman tonight because the Indians are good. So that's the part of this game, and I love it. I mean, I love it. I think barroom conversations are great. I used to hang out at Bellhop's back in Hazleton, and we used to talk about stuff all night long. I think it's wonderful. But sometimes people forget that both sides are good. And we demonstrated that tonight versus them. They demonstrated that versus us. We ended up with an 8-7 win. But quite frankly, everything was going according to plan. The way it all worked out, I mean, they scored runs on a dribbler in front of the plate and a wild pitch scored 2 runs, which is like really unlikely. And I thought Johnny Lester was fantastic. And then Chappie, he felt really good about that. He felt good about going in. He was very distraught after we took him out, but I give him credit for hanging that next inning and doing what he did, and that permitted us to win. Don't overlook that.
And again over in the right, the back.
Yes, sir.
Your thoughts on another good offensive performance? Big hits all over the lineup, and all 3 catches, I think, drove in a run tonight.
Yeah, our catches were fantastic. The three-headed monster was talking about the trilogy in their bullpen. We have the trilogy behind the plate. They all contributed wonderfully, and they're all ready to play. Give Miggy a ton of credit, though. Miggy plays so infrequently, and he's had so many. He had the big hit against Blanton, against the Dodgers. He came up big again tonight. Always ready to perform. He deserves so much credit for what he did and how he handled the pitching staff through that final moment. So we're very fortunate to be able to choose among the 3. They all have their strong points. They all done really well with different pitchers, but you got to give Miggy a ton of credit tonight.
And we'll take one last one back, Tim.
Your first Major League home run was against Mark Grace. Your last Major League home run was against Andrew Miller. Which was tougher?
A little different, right? A little different. I think Andrew threw it in my bat. I think I hit one off Mark Grace. And Andrew, I just got a ball kind of down there and got it up in the air. And I just did my 2-strike approach, just trying to help. I got in the game and gave up 2 runs right away, and it's like I just want to give something back. I didn't want to get in the game, and all of a sudden, 2 runs go across. Now I feel like I'm letting the team down. So it was nice to tack one onto the scoreboard.
What a turn of emotions! You said yesterday, I just want to get in. You got in, and you went from being down here, a senior mode for Grandpa Rossi. Then you joined Willie Stargell Pops as the oldest player to hit a home run in a Game 7 of the World Series.
Wow.
How about that, Grandpa?
How about that? How about this team? I've been getting so many accolades, so many great things happen to me this year, but it's about this team. These guys, they've took me along on this journey. They continue to win and fight and compete, and they never quit. It's been our mantra all year. They never quit, and I'm just lucky to be here.
What was your emotional state when you came out of the game, when you knew that your Major League...
Ben, the first thing you thought of that last out was made?
Oh, get in there as quick as you can. Yeah, I mean, I was on cloud 9. I wasn't thinking about anything. I just was jumping for joy, just like a little kid on a Little League field.
A lot of fans that couldn't be here tonight.
And there was a rain delay. Did anything shift momentum-wise coming out into extra innings?
Yeah, we had a meeting, players meeting, and we really huddled together and said, you know what, let's forget everything that happened up to this point. We can pull this out, and let's play together, play the way we always play, and we were able to do it.
A lot of fans couldn't be here tonight. For those that are watching at home back in Chicago, what would you say to them?
Thank you. Thank you for all the years of support for this organization and for sticking with us and believing, that it was going to happen this year. We believed it, but, we needed that 10th man out there, and they certainly provided that all season long, and they provided it for a long, long time, and so they deserve this as much as any fan out there in any sport.
Haven't they always been that rock? Maybe if there was ever a moment where you guys didn't believe it yourself, that they reminded you that there was something to believe in?
All right, I had to come in the crowd with these Cubs fans.